Hey guys, this is your host Gooby, and welcome to the Toon Balloon podcast, our outlet to discuss, theorize, and enjoy our favorite webtoons with the occasional anime and manga sprinkled in between. In today's episode, my co-hosts Bee and Panda will be joining me on an in-depth discussion of episode 13 of the latest webtoon series, Eaternal Nocturnal by InstantMiso. If you enjoy InstantMiso's work so far and would like more opportunities to support the creator, then please consider checking out her Patreon. She has her $1 membership tier that offers exclusive art for her supporters. I will leave links in the description box below. Now, I recommend you read the chapters before listening to the rest of this discussion because there will be spoilers, and you have been warned. Now, let's talk. Eaternal Nocturnal, Episode 13, Not Your Friend by InstantMiso. Hey guys, we are here for a discussion on chapter 13 of Eaternal Nocturnal, Not Your Friend, with my co-hosts, Bee and Panda.
Not Panda.
Not Panda, not B, and not Gooby either. Who
I
are
am
these
C
people?
today.
I am A today.
I don't even. Am I C? Is at this point?
You're
I'm
B.
C.
Wait.
No, you're not B.
Wait,
You're
you're
D.
B.
You're B. I C. I'm D.
There is no B. Who's B?
G.
Who is this B?
There's
Is
no
she
B.
Queen
B.
B?
There's
Is
no
she a
Panda.
Q?
There's no
There's no
Goobs.
Goobs.
There's
Jinx.
no.
I don't. This might be her podcast, but today it's ours. We, stole it from her. So welcome.
This
to
is not Panda, not B. We have A and C with featuring D over here. No Gooby.
Yeah, this is our, we invited this guest over with us today. Her name is D. Hope you guys enjoy. It's going to be a great night. This is a different world. Welcome to it. We're going to talk about Eternal Nocturnal tonight. It's
We
going
are
to be a
looking
great,
at chapter
great night.
13, Not Your Friend. And the first scene that we see is a callback to our beautiful artist, one of her previous stories, Siren's Lament. And it makes me so excited because she's just sitting there in the water in a boat. She's also like a little ducky.
I loved that part. I was really hoping to see someone though. I was like looking in the distance for Ian.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, my man, where you at?
Could you imagine if like Sean was just jumping like a little fish in the background? I would have died.
Imagine if we had seen Sean and Ian just having a bromance in the background.
Oh my
in
gosh,
the water.
I loved it.
Just twirling in the water. Oh my god, that would have been amazing.
Oh my gosh. And then what makes it even more beautiful is even though we didn't see our sirens, which makes me sad, we got a straight up call out from the Little Mermaid, and Ursula is my favorite Disney villain. So the moment she's like, my voice, it's gone, I was like, my woman, we about to release the god Kraken, Queen, yes.
I think we have a thing for villains, bro. Like, I'd be like that too.
I feel like in this new age, everyone has a thing for villains now. Like everyone loves Jafar. They like Maleficent. I mean, they had a Maleficent movie. Like everyone's just.
Yeah. I must say, Jafar is probably the one villain that I can't vibe with.
Okay, yeah, that's like I actually dislike him, but like villains, I feel like they deserve some love too, bro. They were, yeah. They're only villains for a reason. They started off somewhere. Started off as good until these dang heroes kept messing with them.
Yeah.
Why am I getting so defensive?
I don't know. I love Ursula, and then I know that Cruella de Vil is absolutely horrible because she kills dogs, and I am a dog lover. But man, I love her fashion sense and just like the sassiness of her. Oh,
she's
so
sassy. and a queen at fashion. I love her fashion. But like, dude, don't kill dogs. The frick.
Yeah, I get
Don't do that. But going back
Yeah.
to the art.
Thank you for
beauty.
our takeover.
You're welcome. I try my best, you know. Gotta do my best with my podcast, you know.
Yeah. Dang, A, you on it. A.
I try to be the best host possible.
You know, we brought up
Dude.
Ursula because, I mean, she literally ties in that she can't talk and she can't speak in her dream. And I find that I was assumed this is going to be the episode where he finally sees a bit more of what she's struggling with currently in her life. And it was a sneak peek to what I think we're going to get in the future. I don't know if she's going to have more dreams where she's not going to be able to speak or she's going to be losing something, because it could be anything, I think. And it'll just be like another projection to how she's losing control in her life.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he really saw like what she's struggling with, only the fact he just like came in and saw, okay, she just doesn't have a voice or whatever. And you know, that's it. He didn't really see it. But I don't know why. I expected I thought that he would see his brother in her like dream. And then he'd be like, whoa, what are you doing here? But you know, that didn't happen. But I'm assuming, well, I'm guessing that something like that might happen in the future, because the whole like loss of voice situation and, you know, her signing away the rights to her voice literally, and Day's brother being the one to enforce it, he's definitely going to find something out. And then I don't know, maybe there's going to be confrontation between him and his brother, because we know that he's dodging his brother. Also, the man be blushing when she talks to him.
So the moment she's talking about, oh my gosh, I lose my voice, and she's looking into the water, and all of a sudden Dave's out upside down, being absolutely adorable, hands on cheeks. He's like, can't touch, huh? And freaks her out, of course. And honestly, when I was reading all of this, I wasn't expecting him to learn what was going on with her. I see this more as foreshadowing that he's going to become vulnerable and open up to her. The fact that we saw his backstory, not hers. He's opening up. She's not opening up. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to see a lot of her development through his perspective. So his backstory, but how she's developing through it.
Mm-hmm. You make a really, really good point there. See?
I'm also really like, so my thing about that was he was talking, duck, stop. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry, I have to be a mom. So whenever we're seeing the backstory of him being a child, and we're seeing how Lee, he actually has this like traumatic thing where he can't sleep. I think that kind of gives us a perspective of why he's like so angry, because there's some like turmoil back there. However, the scene where you have baby Day, who's so cute, telling his brother like, hey, this is what happens to me, and he doesn't believe him at all, it makes me feel like what's going to happen is Eve is going to have a dream, because he was like, I can see your worst fears. It's all right here, blah, blah, blah. So that's foreshadowing that she's going to dream of something. Like when she was upset about Cherry and Mr. Lee, she had a dream of the circus. So it's going to be one of those kind of dreams that's kind of like off. And then he's going to read into it. We're going to learn more about him through her. Here we go. That was a long explanation. I'm so sorry.
Girl,
oh no,
you're
good. That makes a lot of sense though.
We need your input. That's how we thrive here.
I feel bad. I don't want to just keep talking.
Well, that's when we get our segments. It's fine. Yeah, you gotta utilize it.
Exactly. I feel like a lot of times it's not me, because you know we hijacked this tonight. Yes. But you know, when I've listened to this previously, I feel like Panda, she'd be talking kind of a lot, you know?
Yeah, you're right. She doesn't let B talk at all. No,
you make
just from the C perspective over here.
just from the A perspective, B kind of be, trying to steal her thunder.
Oh
But
gosh, they're gonna listen to this and be like, "Who are these people?"
like, what are they saying? But this chapter, guys, I liked learning, like seeing a little bit of a backstory of Day and his brother, and I guess going back to like the beginning when we learned that he's a dream eater. He says that he doesn't eat the dreams of people that he knows is close to because you don't want to know too much. So I'm assuming, I mean, we see in tonight's chapter that he definitely did eat his brother's dreams, and he's seen them, he's been in them, and he feels terrified. So I'm just wondering what he learned about his brother and why he's dodging him. Like, that's what happened to him that made him, set up all these rules and stuff about dream eating and not going back to the same
Well, it
person.
kind of talks about that because he says that his brother was the only one he sees that dreams of black and white, and the reason he stopped was because he was scared. Like he was scared in these dreams.
Oh, no, yeah. I got
Oh,
that. What's up? See, what's up?
dude. So you remember how we see the flash of like of Lee running, and there's this girl, you see part of her face? Dude, it is such a Siren's Lambit because
Okay.
I just thought about it. It looks like Aaliyah.
You know what? Kind of, yes. And it was in black and white, so we wouldn't be 100% sure. But it definitely gives me Aaliyah vibes. But like what you were saying, like they do talk about it, yes. But I was talking about Mr. Lee, like what's up with him, and like I don't know, just more.
I want
Like
to know
there's a
about that
reason.
scar.
Exactly, yeah, because we see even then he has the scar, but like it seems like it's a new thing at the time because it's all like bandaged up and stuff. So, and he looks, when he's sitting there with Day, he looks like he's scared,
Yeah, he
like
kind of looked like
terrified,
nervous. Like, oh my
timid.
gosh,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna mess this up somehow.
So I'm just like wondering what the heck went on in these people's lives, and like, yo, Day must have, I don't know, Day must have seen some awful things in his brother's dreams for him to be like, I'm never going to eat the dreams of people that I know personally.
I wonder if they're half brothers, and so like they have one parrot that's different, and that's the difference between the two.
Ooh, maybe. That could possibly be it. Who knows? We have so many theories right now.
Oh my gosh.
All right, D, what do you want to say? D, tell us your thoughts and feelings about, I don't know, something.
Spill your eternal tea.
Our special guest for tonight.
Oh my god. I'm having a hard time keeping myself composed here.
It's okay. I know it's your first time. Don't be nervous. You got this. You got this, D.
Yeah.
Oh my
Be the
gosh.
queen that you're meant to be.
The
Just
queen.
pretend that you already have like months of experience having your own podcast. That's kind of what I do.
Yeah.
Although this is my podcast.
Oh my god.
I'm here
like,
for the free snacks.
Yeah.
Just get comfortable.
I'm trying to touch on what C was mentioning earlier, where he is being much more vulnerable in this chapter, even though he didn't disclose that much with Eve. I think it was really interesting to find a couple of different perspectives he has, and also that Eve is so nonchalant with everything around him, and I think that's really, really charming out of her character. That she's just full, like she's like, oh, I saw you in my dreams. Okay, whatever. Let's just go with it. She just is like, I'm your friend now. There's this pig in my dream.
I feel like she's low-key flirty though. Like, isn't
Yes,
that kind
she
of flirty?
is.
She's like, oh, actually you're back. Just because I told you to come doesn't mean you had to. Oh. Like she was, being kind of flirty.
They were both doing it though. Like the way he was just like, hey, what up? How you doing? And then he's like, no.
like that. I like that. Eve, like, there's this little scene where she's like, "How about Rumpelstiltskin?" Like, she's just like teasing him, giving this energy that, I mean, I haven't seen her interact with that many characters other than Cherry, and finding that Cherry is very toxic around her, and then having to see Mr. Lee. And those aren't good examples of her personality, I think, because she's literally being like counteracted in those situations. But here, she's owning it. This is her having like the power in the conversation. She is here just discussing,
she's controlling her dreams.
Yes, she's controlling her dreams here, and it's so cute, and I love her energy.
We're seeing more of the real her, I feel like, and I love seeing that, because in the real world it seems like it's not really her. She's essentially like a puppet, and she's just doing what people tell her to do, moving the way people want her to move, doing what other people expect of her, or what is expected of a person in her age and whatever. And in her dream, she's just being what she can be, like who she really is, without worrying about other people. And, I just hope that, I'm assuming through these dreams and her encounters with Day, like she's eventually gonna, be able to do that in person, in the real world. So it's really nice seeing that different version of her in her dreams right now. It's like, it's so cute and I love it. But I just want to say, D, you're natural. You're amazing.
Thank you. I feel like this
You're
is
welcome.
I feel like I'm just a first time talent at this point.
You're natural. You have the voice, you have the vibe, you have everything, like I would think you've done this like many times before. You would think, like, what do you think, Sweet?
I think she's doing absolutely great. I would listen to her if she had other videos.
Definitely. You should totally have your own channel or something. Like, that would be totally amazing.
You could be like the Balloon Toon or something.
Oh, that is such a cool name. I love that.
Oh, okay. But like on this moment, before I forget what I was going to be thinking, as you were explaining that you like love seeing this control from Eve, it made me think about like futuristic here. So I think that Day is going to be vulnerable through her dreams because she's having this like, I'm in control. This is my dream. This is to help you and to help me, buddy. Like, what the heck? But it makes me think that Day is going to start getting curious about Eve because she has this control, and he's going to start looking at her real life. Like, I feel like he might be sub-stalkerish in real life.
I could totally see that happening, but like, and then once he sees her in real life, and if she's not the way she is in her dreams, he's gonna be like, "What's up? What, what's happening? Like, why is she acting like this?"
And that's when the brotherhood kicks in. Boom.
Exactly. And then that's when, probably the whole voice thing, he's gonna figure that out. And then, he's gonna go into the dreams again and be like, "Hey, yo, what's up? Like, why are you being like this? Be the queen that you are." And then she's gonna be like, "All right, you be the king that you are." And I'll be the queen that I am. And then you know what? We'll have a kingdom. We'll have a palace. And it's gonna be about us.
And then
I don't know why I did all that.
We're just gonna throw a wrench in all of that because Tappy is gonna be emperor.
Exactly. As they should be.
Tappy is so stinking cute in this chapter. Like, look at this little round squishy ball, just like
so
vibing.
Freaking adorable. Oh my god.
Just like he has so many good screenshot moments in this chapter.
I love the part when Tappy's just all over Eve, and then I was gonna say Ian, but Dave is in the background.
He has such like, Ian vibes, you traitor. I get it.
Right? Like, I almost called him Ian so many times, but like Tappy's just all over, Eve, being all cute and like cuddly with her and just agreeing with her. And then Dave's just like, "What the heck, you traitor? Like, why are you leaving me for her? What in the world?" That was such a cute scene to me. I love that part so much.
I have to give InstantMiso such props on that. she has such emotions when it comes to her characters. They don't have to be talking and you can tell how they feel. But to put that kind of emotion in an animal, like
A stuffed animal, bro. Not
this
even
is
like
a little like micro piggy. It's a galaxy micro piggy, and we can see the facial expressions. We can see the personality. We can see the love and the care and the silliness. He like squishes up to her face, and I'm just let me fucking know. Oh,
oh,
so
yeah,
cute.
she is just totally amazing because like even like with so few words, all the characters you can just physically see what's going on or what's up or how they're feeling, and I love that so much. Like the part when Day's just waiting for Eve to fall asleep, you could tell that she's frustrated. She's not saying anything, she's not complaining like, oh, I can't fall asleep. She's just there, looking frustrated, and it just feels so real, and I love the realistic like emotions and vibes that the art gives off.
Yes. That's a flirting moment too, because he's just like, hey, yo, you should close your eyes.
Okay. Yes.
Like,
Oh my
there
god.
was so many moments where I'm like, fam, they are vibing on a whole new wave level.
Listen, just because people flirt with each other doesn't mean anything's gonna happen. I'm not because flirting people.
We're just gonna divert that. Look at this
Anyway.
scene where she is just blushing beyond belief.
Oh
like
my
there's
God,
so
they're
many
so
good
cute.
scenes of them just blushing, and gosh, they have such good chemistry. Like
Oh,
I love
I love
that.
it. The chemistry is immaculate. Also,
I'm not saying that
when
they have
Day
to be a
blushes.
couple, but they would be definitely wonderful best friends that are gonna pull the
Oh
goods out of each
yeah,
other.
exactly. They have really good chemistry as like just friends too. Like I love it. Like just to be supportive. I mean, why does it always have to be a couple? Like just because it's a guy and a girl doesn't have to be a couple.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
We can all be besties, and sometimes a friend relationship is so much better.
Well, if
A
he has
flirty friend
Ian's
relationship is the
vibes, he
best.
might be friend zoned. Because if we're going back to Siren's Lambit, he ended up with somebody else, not our main girl.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
And there were a lot of flirty ones between those two as well. And I feel like flirty friendships are really the best. They're just top tier friendships. They're amazing.
It's the ones that you can be super like yourself with, so you don't care.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best.
I love that. I love that.
I don't know if you listened to the interview that she had with Girl Wonder, but she explicitly says that she is not doing another love triangle for this series. She says
really?
that is not going to be a thing here because she was so frustrated with the last one because, for her characters are her children, and she really disliked that everyone was constantly like, antagonizing these characters.
Mm-hmm.
She loved either of them, and so she was like, I'm not doing this again. We're no love triangle. So
I hate that people are like that. People are so annoying sometimes. Like, bro, stop judging. If you want it to go a certain way, write your own story.
Yes, fan fiction or something. You have an
My
outlet.
thing about it is you can have an opinion. If I want to say, oh my gosh, I love Day and Eve, this is beautiful. Or if I'm like one of those people that's like, oh my gosh, Day and Tappy, they're going to be the best thing ever. Like, you can say that. It's the comments and the replies after that where everybody gets so sassy. It's an opinion. If you don't like it, don't like it. If you don't like it, go on. Like, there's so much turmoil for the author because she can't make everyone happy. And I don't know why in the world people do not know the golden rule of, treat others how you want to be treated. And if you ain't got nothing right to say, don't say it at all.
Exactly. We learn these as children. Bro, like, is it that hard to understand? But
SpongeBob,
like,
it's
for real.
elementary.
Exactly. But like, for real, bro, like, it's not that deep. If you can definitely have opinions. You are entitled to an opinion, but like, don't make others feel bad for their choices and their opinions. That's not your, you don't have a right to that.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Doesn't make you happy, but like,
like you are your own person, and you trying to like kind of dictate what another person does isn't exactly life. Like,
yeah,
it's not okay.
Definitely.
You have your own body and soul to make your own decisions. You don't make other decisions for other people. Like,
100%.
You know who needs to
Don't
hear
be
this?
Mr. Lee.
don't be Mr. Lee and sign
Don't.
someone's voice away and claim that nothing belongs to her anymore. That she even, what was obnoxious about that though is that happens a lot to singers nowadays. Like I think it was really that was a really bad issue in the previous years, and I didn't even know this until reading like the comment section and kind of detailing like other experiences. I think a good example is like kind of like Taylor Swift, how she didn't have much ownership of her old music because they kept claiming it was a whole legal battle. Now she finally can release that stuff that she wanted to, but things like that is actually quite common, and it's really upsetting. And to see that Eve is a victim of it too, it's just like, I guess it's a good point that InstantMiso is shining a light on an issue that is common.
I was gonna say that, like, I'm glad that the topics being brought up are so like realistic. We can relate to that and be like, wow, that's a problem in society as well. Like today, like it's very realistic, and that's why I feel like I totally vibe with her stories so much because I can relate to them. Maybe not being a Siren, but
There's still relatability in it. There's somehow you can
Exactly.
connect with this character and feel like you can see a part of you in them, and that's excellent.
Yeah. I wonder if this is also like a deep down kind of idea of the people that feel like they don't have a voice because they're being overstepped in society, in the workplace. There's so many times where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get fired if I tell them that I don't like this.
I felt that. That could totally be like one of like the points too, because like not being able to say what you want can suck. And like, especially in the workplace, that's so relatable.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why I thought you took a really big drink of alcohol. It was just water. I'm like, dang, she must be heated from this conversation.
Heated, powerful energy here.
Yeah, no. It is water. I'm a good noodle. I stay hydrated.
I'm also staying hydrated today.
Yeah.
Drink water. Oh well, you can't even see us, but water.
Dude, they haven't seen all the hand signals that I've been doing. I don't know how many times I've done a peace sign to my nose, and I'm just like, yo, guys. Like,
they don't even get to see you like crochet throughout the entire conversation and like completed an entire scarf or a blanket or something.
Okay, so you remember how last time I was starting a new one and I got like 6 inches done? Well, before we started recording, I actually took that one completely apart and I started this after we started recording, and I'm already back to 6 inches.
Dude, that looks amazing.
I have a problem.
You need to like film yourself on a TikTok video, just how fast you really go.
Really?
So I'm crocheting so that I can sit still to talk to you guys, because if I don't, then I would just be like walking around and my headset is tethered, so I wouldn't be able to.
So if the listeners ever saw us, they would just see chaos, because I'm over here like fidgeting all the time, moving around in my chair, putting my legs over the arms and like turning it around and again on the other side. I don't know, walking away, playing with rings. What am I doing right now? I'm such a fidgeter.
Yeah, we're everywhere, and that's okay.
We really are. But it's fine.
Yeah, at the very end of the chapter, there's a little bit of a hint that she can like touch him. Like that's a
yeah, okay. That was interesting. I don't know, maybe she has powers.
There's so many like pulls to different webtoons, because the moment she touched him, I thought of Snare Lord freaking romance, and I was like, are you kidding me?
Freaking romance, bro. Freaking romance.
Isn't it? They touch and he disappears. Yes. And it was the same Thanos
vibe.
Snap where they just really like dusted. Oh,
I love this webtoon so far, guys. It's amazing. If you guys have not started reading it yet, like definitely read it.
Yes, go read it. I don't even know, like I want to see its ranking so far, because like it's already hitting up in the ranks of like top readership, and I'm like, she needs more. This isn't enough.
Oh InstantMiso, all of her artwork is absolutely gorgeous. She she improves in every chapter, like even from the very beginning when it was where tangents meet. Every chapter I couldn't imagine that the characters could get more realistic, but here we are. So now in this one, oh my gravy, it is like she has taken expectations, blown it up, and then said, you know what, we're gonna take reality and blow that up, and now we have a galaxy man. Wow, the artwork is gorgeous. I can't.
Whoa.
Oh no. Okay. Your earbuds
Wait,
died.
what's
Oh.
happening?
Oh no, where'd you go?
Did your earbuds die?
I think so.
Here, let me
Freaking
pause
Apple
it.
product.
We had a bit of a technical difficulty, but we are back, and I think that's all we have to say about the chapter, other than it being glorious.
Yep.
InstantMiso needs more praise, more attention. She's brilliant. Queen. I mean, oh my goodness.
Like,
amazing.
comment,
Just
subscribe,
amazing.
Like,
Tappy.
comments, yeah, it's just for Tappy. Do it for Tappy, guys. Please.
Tappy is amazing. But, thank you for listening to us tonight. This was A.
This is C.
This is D.
And, peace out, guys. Have fun.
We'll see you next
Live
time.
life.
Good night.
Be flirty. Okay, bye.
Bye. I'd like to take a moment to thank my wonderful co-hosts Bee and Panda for joining me on this discussion of Eaternal Nocturnal. I will leave their social media in the description box below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions of what we discussed today in this episode by messaging me through either of my social media handles. Both my Twitter and Instagram handles are @Toon I would love to hear from you. Also, definitely tell me any other webtoons, anime, or manga you are interested in. I may talk about them in future episodes. The Toon Balloon podcast can be listened to on Soundcloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and more. Now, let's end this episode of the podcast. Thank you so much for joining me today and taking the time to listen to my humble podcast. I look forward to talking with you again. This is the Toon Balloon podcast. I was your host, Gooby. See you next time.